Ayo, what is up, my people? How you been? How you doing? How's your week going so far? Can't wait. I've been waiting to put out this video, been busy all week, but we're here now. So, welcome to my channel, the Brinks Stop, where the money drops off. I'm your host, the friendliest face in the game, the man of the hour, the boy wonder himself, Tings. And today, guys, I got a new segment for you. I'm calling it Market Tings. So, it's not extra where it's breaking news, but we're going to be going over market sentiment. We're going to do a little bit of fundamental analysis in terms of everything that's happening, in terms of partnerships possibly, or just good news that's helping elevate this crypto space, helping to usher in this era of world adoption, or world crypto adoption, global blockchain adoption, however you guys want to put it. So, getting down to it, before we do need to put out a reminder, or as we say, disclaimer. So, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. What you guys do with your money, that is your own decision. Don't blame anybody else. Do your own research. Make sure you're investing what you can invest and afford to lose. And most importantly, please do not take our words as gospel. Now, that said, let's get down to it. So, here we have, guys, we have the coin market cap, of course, your number one site. So first thing I noticed in coin market cap was this right here. So we were in my last couple videos, we were teetering on 1,900 cryptocurrencies or so. So we've broken that 2,000 cryptocurrency threshold at 2003 now. I do not think that all these cryptocurrencies will be around in the future, but as of now, just more are getting created, more added to the market. So we'll see what happens. Overall market cap, 217 billion, not too bad. We've been fluctuating between 226 and 217. So really, I think we're in a healthy space. Volume at 15 billion, and then Bitcoin dominance at 51.9%. So if we look at some of these, we can get to the biggest gainers, but if we look at some of these, of course, gotta look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin up, let's see, 0.27%. So current price, 6,534. Not too bad for Bitcoin. Still very cheap to get in, guys, because 2-3 years from now, you will have gotten into Bitcoin. Ethereum, 219 Ethereum, as we see, back in the number 2 place. So if you guys, if you check out my Instagram at @DKaching, I do this at the end too. I do a Ripple review. I do why you should get into Ripple, and I also talked about the flippening. So if flippening happened, Ripple actually had an overall market cap higher than Ethereum when it shot up to 76 cents. But now it's back down 4.42 cents. But if you guys got in when it was like a week ago when it was 32 cents, and then a week before that, 2 weeks ago when it was 25 to 28 cents, you're pretty happy right now, even if you're down and pretty much the whole other market is up in the green. So yeah, Bitcoin Cash have no clue why it's up so much, but it's up right now, 24.53%, 568 bucks. EOS up 4.30%. Stellar, even though Stellar's down, I don't understand. I really don't. But Stellar has really been putting on for the city. Jeb and Caleb, anybody who's in XLM, just the XLM community and XLM the company, all that, they should give themselves a round of applause. Because this whole bear market I've been talking about Stellar, and Stellar has really not dropped under 20 cents. Like, they have held on strong, like for dear life. And they're at 25 cents right now, and they're still down. Like, Stellar's doing great. So Litecoin, they're doing good, up to 62. That's good, up 8.32%. So yeah, Tether, don't even go over stable tokens. Cardano, 8 cents. They were up to 10 cents the other day when Ripple went on its tear streak, but it's okay, guys. Cardano will be very valuable. Hope you guys are investing wisely, making your own research about what to invest. But hey, Cardano. So Neo, here we see 1.49%, $18.38, $18.38. Don't know why it's 18.3. I'm in percentage mode. Tron, where is that at? 0.02%. Excuse me, 0.02 cents. Sorry, 2 cents. still in percentage mode. Excuse me, but yeah. And yeah, other things. So VeChain, that's up to 1 cent, or a cent and like two tenths. Like, so a cent and a fifth. I mean, what is my math doing today? Omise Go, $3.51, 3.89%. Ontology up 0.26%, $1.85. So yeah, overall, guys, a lot of this stuff is looking good. A lot of this stuff is in the green. So if you guys are still investing, I would say for a lot of these good companies, it's a great time to invest now. And watch out for the bad projects. And let me go find it. I know it's in here somewhere. Let me find it. Oh, there we are, number 45, PoonDX. So PoonDX is down 0.71%, but it's still at the cent, like a tenth of a cent, and then like a fourth of that tenth. So 0.0014. And honestly, guys, thank you for the love you guys showed on my last video, most watched video on my channel. What can I say? We got a great host, but I have even better supporters, even better fans. So I'm gonna keep the content coming because it looks like y'all loving it, and I love putting it out. So yeah, and yeah. So that is it pretty much. If you guys want to go over it. Oh, Elastos, $7, up 2.49%. And I know, actually, I do want to go over one. Let me find it if I can. Walton Chain, guys, under $3. A good time to get a Walton Chain because it's usually above $3 and $3 to $4 range. For me, anything under $5 is a good price. But if we're being technical, going for a short-term outlook or using a short-term perspective, I would try and get it under $3 for Walton Chain. As you guys know, they're providing the chips for VeChain's RFID technology. So you guys should definitely be looking at Walton Chain like dually. If you're in VeChain, you should definitely be in Walton Chain. Just saying. But hey, that's just me. So let's go on to the news, guys. What's actually happening, or as I say, the market tings. So here we have Austria to use Ethereum public blockchain to issue 1.35 billion in USD in government bonds. Don't know why I phrased it that way. That was kind of weird, but yeah. So Austria's government is set to use the Ethereum public blockchain to issue 1.15 billion euros or 1.35 USD of government bonds in an auction next week. Local news outlet, I don't know to go over that. And the reason why this is, we're going to get to that at the end, but I say this is good because a lot of people say, oh, Ethereum's dead, oh, Ripple flipped it and that's it. For like, guys, come on. Your favorite project's probably built on Ethereum's blockchain if we're keeping it real. Ethereum, like, what other project can hold so many projects and allow them to function well as they do on like other than the Ethereum blockchain? Not saying in the future something won't be able to happen, but right now Ethereum is the go-to blockchain. Just saying. So, and then when ICOs start coming back out, they'll probably be on Ethereum still. So guys, I don't think Ethereum's lost its value. Ethereum I can definitely see going up over the next couple of years, still retaining its number 2 position. And also, not only that, this is a great price point to get in. But hey, that's just me. So anyway, the Österreichische Kontrollbank, or the OEKB, one of Austria's biggest banks with 26 billion in assets in 2017, will reportedly operate the live blockchain notarization service. So this is going to happen on October 2nd. So Austria's finance minister Hartwig Löger noted that the ministry considers blockchain tech forms a focus on economic policy, adding, through setting up the FinTech Advisory Council at the Ministry of Finance, we are developing strategies enabling Austria to benefit optimally from these developments. OEKB says that this will be the first time a blockchain-based notarization service will be used as part of the federal bond auction in Austria. The procedure, which has reportedly been successfully tested, will draw on a system that has been developed internally by the bank to notarize data from Austria's established system. As the newspaper notes, as in German this would be the small newspaper, but as Kleine Zeitung notes, the use of blockchain in this instance does not go as far as issuing tokenized bonds that will function in parallel to existing paper or digital systems. However, as Markus Stix, managing director of the Austrian Treasury, told Kleine Zeitung, the use of the blockchain has key benefits for both security and cost reduction. This added security contributes to achieving a high level of confidence in the auction process for Austrian government bonds and strengthens Austria's good standing in the market, which indirectly also has the capacity to contribute to favorable financing costs. So why is this great news? This is great news because this means that Austria is going to be, I guess you could more, as they said, they've already tested and it's been successful, but I guess this is like a test to see like, will blockchain be able to withstand our financial system? Will blockchain be able to hold up what we need to do in terms of our government, in terms of our dealings and stuff like that with our financial structures and institutions? And if it does work out, I think Austria will adopt blockchain technology. Now, why is this good? Don't have a map, guys, but if you know where Austria is, actually I'll probably throw one up on this video for you guys, but if you know where Austria is right next, is literally on the border to Germany. What is Germany? The powerhouse of the EU. Why is this good news? So we already know that Western Europe, or just Europe in general, they're more progressive with their, I guess they're more progressive with their thinking and their adoption of blockchain technology. So if you go up to the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, they have blockchain technology over there. I know you go to Sweden, if you go to Norway, and then also if everybody knows Switzerland's basically in love with blockchain technology, Bitcoin, Ethereum, like everything about cryptocurrency. So if Austria starts to adopt it, who do you think is going to be next in thinking about it? You think Switzerland's going to do it, then Austria, and Germany's not going to do it? Like, if Germany adopts it, we can really start seeing some money get injected into the crypto markets. And I think this is just setting the precedent for what we can see in the future. So they're going to issue bonds on the blockchain because it's more secure, it's more safe, and it's able to notarize the data that they have all together. I think this is great. So great news. I think this is, thumbs up for what's happening in the blockchain cryptocurrency space. So next, for Cardano holders, Universal Wallet becomes the first to support Cardano's ADA mobile. So if you guys hold Cardano, you know that there's not really too many places you go to Cardano. Now, I don't have a Ledger or a Trezor, but if you guys do, I'm pretty sure, I don't actually know if you can hold Cardano or the Trezor or the Ledger, Nano Ledger. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. But yeah, I know the only thing pretty much that you can put it on is the Daedalus wallet. That's a desktop. I don't know if it's a mobile wallet, but it's a desktop wallet, and you can hold it there. I think that's the only place you can hold your Cardano outside of just on an exchange. So yeah, and anyway, this company Infinito Wallet, they're creating a mobile wallet application, or they've already created it, and it's already out. Actually, I don't know, it's like creating. They've already created. So now Cardano, people, if you want a mobile wallet, say for instance like Ethos, they also have it for Cardano. So the Infinito wallet says the milestone coincides with an update to version 1.15.0 of its platform, enabling users to securely send, receive, and check transaction history of ADA. So this development is significant because very few wallets on the market support ADA, and there's no such app for mobile. What am I saying, guys? Why am I stuttering? It's so ridiculous. It's all like radio. It's ridiculous. Talk too fast. So hold up. So this development is significant because very few wallets on the market support ADA, and there's no such app for mobile devices. So basically, you have Infinito Wallet. They've actually been working with Input Output Hong Kong, or IOHK, as you guys know. That's Cardano's parent company. Charles Hoskinson, all that jazz. And if you don't know, you know that they work with each other, so they use a peer-to-peer open source community in order to check everything, in order to secure everything, to make everything be a go for Cardano. And the fact that they secured this, peer-reviewed this and everything, and said this was okay, this is great news for Cardano, because this possibly means that they might be not only using this as their own wallet, but they might even create their own mobile wallet pretty soon, or try and integrate. So I think that's great. So if we keep going, Infinito Wallet utilized their Cardano Rust project, or IOHK, they utilized their official Cardano Rust project to seamlessly integrate ADA support into the Infinito Wallet with IOHK's permission and support. Like I already said, Infinito has contributed code to the open source Cardano Rust project for ADA mobile wallet integration and will continue such support for the Cardano open source community. I think this is great news, guys. So if you're a Cardano holder, should be applauded, because now you can take it off of the Daedalus wallet if you want to. I think the Daedalus wallet is great. Personally, I do use it, but hey, that's up to you. And we're not going to get into understanding ADA. Like, I'll do a deep dive or crypto coin autopsy on ADA later on. But yeah, so this is just more stuff that it's talking about. And we don't really necessarily need to go through this. This just talks about that it's available for the Apple App Store, iOS devices, Google Play, and Android smartphones and tablets. So, excuse me. And it tells you can check your dashboard, send cryptocurrency to any address, and review the transaction history. But what I do want to get into about this Infinito wallet, it says that with their launch of version 2 of this universal wallet or mobile app, and this is going to happen in the 4th quarter of this year. And what's going to happen, not only will it be a new design with a higher degree of customization, other features are going to include full support for full blockchain mainnets, including ontology and more. So yes, now ontology, I think you can do ontology on the ledger and the Trezor, but if you just want it on a mobile app, now we can finally get our ontology into a mobile app. So that's good. And what is even more, so how Ethos, how they did the token drops if you pre-registered for their wallet, Infinito wallet, they're also going to be launching various reward campaigns, including free token airdrops and referral programs. So I think that's great because they're trying to get more people. They're not only competing with Ethos in terms of, Ethos is not going to have a lock on the market, but they're showing like we actually have good use case because you can put on like these coins that aren't, or these coins and tokens that aren't on other apps, or that can't be put anywhere else. You can put them on our wallet. So I think that's good. Incentivization, they got all this. Great news. This is just great news in terms of adoption, usability, all that. So next, love this. I loved hearing this news. Not a Juventus fan, but Juventus brings crypto closer to its 340 million fans. So the Italian top tier club, I don't know Italian, no Spanish, don't know Italian, but I guess it is known as Vecchia Signora, is teaming up with Socios.com to launch the Juventus official fan token, according to a press release on Monday. And this was like 3 days ago. This news came out, but it's just news. So the token will allow the club's fans across the world to interact through a mobile voting and polling platform that will allow our supporters' voices to be heard and create personal connection between the club and the fans. So the coin will be available through what the club calls a fan token offering. There's currently no information what this offering will look like, although it's speculated that it will be similar to an ICO initial coin offering. Socios.com aims to release the token as early as the 1st quarter of 2019, and it will then be tradable on its platform against the native a CHZ token. And of course, in other news, like if you also know, Paris Saint-Germain, they also had their own. They have their own cryptocurrency coming out because they teamed up with the Maltese blockchain startup. So why I say this is good news is because if you guys do know, one of the biggest arenas I think that cryptocurrency has to be able to penetrate, and not only be able to penetrate, but to be able to bring world adoption, is through sports and through gaming. So as you guys know, with Fortnite, with all that stuff, there's the credit, there's the Fortnite, it's not VC credit, V-Bucks. I was like, what's not VC? VC's for 2K. It's V-Bucks. So you got V-Bucks and Fortnite. But I was talking to my friends. Imagine if the V-Bucks was just cryptocurrency that you could use, or you could even use cryptocurrency and transfer it into V-Bucks. Wouldn't that help with adoption? Because how many people play Fortnite? How many people do you know play Fortnite? And then when we're talking about this in terms of fans and sports and all that, why is this a big news? So many people around the world watch sports. Like sports is probably one of the largest largest outlets for entertainment. And we're no longer in an age where it's just all about just going to the stadium, coming back home, listening to the radio, watching TV. People, they set up they do March Madness, of course. They have their fantasy teams. They do all sorts of stuff online. They bet on sports. They do everything online. They have the Bleacher Report app. They do all this with sports. And the best thing about this is when you start looking at sports, they're probably going to want a new way to interact with players. So if you're bringing blockchain and cryptocurrency to sports, this means, okay, so now maybe I can use credits and I can use cryptocurrency and I can use different tokens and coin to set up fantasy leagues and pay out of fantasy leagues to bet in. Maybe I can use certain number of coins or cryptocurrency tokens. Maybe I can use that to get a signed autographed jersey, have a meetup with my favorite player. And then even if you guys look at the LA Dodgers news, I think they were doing cryptocurrency in terms of like being able to trade collectible bobbleheads and like cards online through the blockchain. So like the possibilities are endless for cryptocurrency and sports, but I think this is one of the best ways to penetrate because so many people so many people are fans of sports, and some of these fans, some of these sports, they have some of the biggest stars in the world: LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, Mohamed Salah. I keep going. I'm about to keep going. Aaron Rodgers is like, come on now, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. But with that said, So many fans, so many stars. The way to connect both of them will just be immense. It'll bring so much more money into the sports arena, and it'll bring so much value to the fans. And I just think this is a direction that is ushering in us into, again, a progressive state and a progressive society that uses blockchain and cryptocurrency. So it's only helping with our adoption, guys. That's why I like this news, because it's just another thumbs up, another, hey, we're getting into it. We're going into it. So there's that. Here, if you guys did or did not hear, I don't know, this is new. So Coinbase teases new coin listing policy. So if you go down, so from now on, coin creators can go to a new page on Coinbase's website and submit a listing application without paying a fee. Coinbase will then identify and vet the application based on certain standards. In contrast to the previous policy where Coinbase needed to contact coin projects, now teams can apply and reach out to Coinbase first. Listed assets will no longer be limited to coins that comply with U.S. regulations, and assets can be listed regionally or comply with regional regulations. So ultimately, the Vice President Darren Merrill from Coinbase said, ultimately crypto is a global phenomenon. You have software developers and entrepreneurs around the world who are building projects on top of crypto, and it's unblocking a lot of use cases, or unlocking a lot of use cases. I cannot read today. Well, shit, guys, I'm too sorry. Particularly in emerging markets, I think we need a shift as a company to a more global perspective. So, why is this good news? I think that Coinbase is finally starting to realize they can no longer slack. At first, Coinbase was like the top platform to use because not only did they have USD or just fiat integration, they had the biggest coins that you could buy on their platform: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. And of course, they've added Ethereum Classic now and Bitcoin Cash. But the thing about that is that you can't stop there, because so many of these other companies are adding fiat to cryptocurrency pairings, and it's just like Coinbase is going to get left behind because so many of these other companies already have so many fiat cryptocurrencies that you can buy. So Binance, they're going to be adding fiat to crypto. Gemini, Bittrex, all these places are going to be doing fiat to crypto. And I'm just sitting here thinking, so Coinbase, you guys want to be able to, have your spot in the market, but you guys aren't doing anything. You guys even are getting up off your ass to, go list any new coins. Remember, we got news a couple months ago that they're going to be considering listing ADA, 0x, Basic Attention Token, and some other ones. Can't remember them now. Zcash, and I think one more. But they said that they want to list these, and the worst part about it is they haven't listed it. They didn't do it, and it's just like, what are you waiting for? And you're just falling behind in the race. So I think that they're starting to realize, okay, we are falling behind. These other projects are definitely catching up, so we need to start going ahead and revising our rules, start listing more cryptocurrencies. And this honestly will help out for adoption in the space, because if you go to the App Store within the US at least, Coinbase is one of the only places you can go to download. You can't even download Binance unless you have an Android, and you can't download Binance on the iOS unless you you have to do some weird stuff where you hack it. It's ridiculous. So Coinbase, if they allow this for Coinbase, the average person will be able to download Coinbase and just start buying cryptocurrencies with their debit card with the bank. So this is good news. Again, bringing more adoption to the space, bringing more of an opportunity for people to inject their fiat currency into cryptocurrency and build the overall market cap. So, a couple last things. Gotta end it off on Ripple, guys. As you guys know, I already said this in the beginning of the video. Ripple went insane. I'll talk about.
All engines look good. Beginning roll program.
Ripple went insane, guys. And the thing about Ripple is, why did they go insane? Because they're talking about XRapid coming out, but even on top of XRapid coming out, a lot of people hate Ripple. A lot of people want to bash on Ripple. Personally, I don't hold any Ripple, but I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I'm going to keep it 100 every time. And Ripple, I think they're going to really help a global adoption, because they're going to do things for the financial industry that no other coin can do. And because of that value that they bring to the financial industry, they're going to be bringing in a hell of a lot of money to the cryptocurrency markets. So If you guys know, Ripple's X-Rapid platform, what is this? Ripple's X-Rapid platform, basically what it does, it's a cross-border payment solution. So it gets rid of all the immense fees, it gets rid of the exchange fees, it gets rid of the local currency conversion rate fees, it gets rid of having to have a local bank account to cash out in, it gets rid of the whole, the insecurity of transferring and having to wait, gets rid of that wait time, but also the insecurity of will my funds go through, did they go through, all that stuff. And then even more on top of that, this allows payment financial systems and financial institutions and payment platforms to be able to transact with each other in a matter of seconds and just do it in a trust-based network. So that's why I like X-Rapid. But even more so, X-Rapid's already teamed up with 7 companies. Who have they teamed up with? Bittrex, one of the most popular US-based exchanges, Bitso, Mexican Bitcoin exchange, Coins.ph, digital wallet in the Philippines, Mercury FX. Excuse me, guys. That's gross. Mercury FX, I have no clue where they're from. SBI Virtual Currencies, Japanese. Qualix, where they Mexico, China, US. Zip Remit, Canadian based. And Conclusion is not one of them. But yeah, I was like, what? Conclusion? Okay, yeah. But yeah, the reason why I say this is good. If 7 companies are already in and they're successful in using X-Rapid to transfer funds and do all that, then just imagine what these other bigger financial institutions, and just imagine what the banks will start seeing. Just imagine what everybody else is going to start seeing. When these companies are successful in using X-Rapid, keeping the fees down and all that, everybody's going to want to be on the X-Rapid platform. Everybody's going to want to be able to transfer their fiat into XRP tokens and then transfer it back because it's the low fees, it's the trust network, like it's cross-border. Like Ripple, you guys need to give yourself a round of applause too. So yeah, last part. Now, don't know why my nose so itchy. I'm sorry, guys. Now, so the last part, XRP. We're gonna look at this. Actually, like I said, I'm going to start trading and doing cryptocurrency trading. And one of the things I definitely wanted to do, I wanted to do a little bit of technical analysis. So this would be my first technical analysis, or TA. And one of the things I'm going to be using to do TA is using the Elliott wave theory. So what I want to do is just look at this and just say that Ripple is not only a good time to invest, Ripple definitely has way more room to grow. And personally, now don't take this as financial advice again, but personally, I think Ripple will get to $1 by December or even by January. So we'll see how that goes, but it's already at 50 cents. Excuse me. It's holding a strong level of support right here at the 80,500 Satoshi range. But let's get into it. So this is Ripple, the Bitcoin. This is where I'll be trading on Bitfinex. And now, again, like I said, I'm just a beginner, so I don't know how to do those charts, the descending triangles, the ascending triangle. I don't know how to draw that. I don't know how to do the MACD, RSI. I don't know how to draw that line and do all that stuff yet. But what I can do, I can interpret an Elliott wave chart because I've been studying that, and I can show you guys what I'm looking at. So, if we were to look at this, right? Let me see this. Let's see. See if I could. Oh yeah, I think that's much better. Much better. Okay, so yeah, so I just don't want to get it wrong for you guys. I'm sorry, I don't want to be wrong on my first TA. So if you guys know, we have motivational waves and we have corrective waves, and no, don't care. We have motivational waves and corrective waves when in terms of TA or Elliott wave theories. And the motivational waves, that's what is like the bullish center, that's the bullish pattern, and then the correctional waves, that's the bearish patterns. So if we look, so corrective waves, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we look here, let's see, we have wave 1 right here, like from this point right here to here. This would be wave 1 to this. What is this, like at 56,616? So wave 1. Then you see it kind of trails off right here. I'll consider that to be wave 2, or still around 56,616. Maybe it gets a little bit shorter. Now actually it increases a little bit, so I guess maybe wave 1 would be here at 58,206 and then go down to 56,616. So yeah, so wave 1, wave 2, and then we go all the way up right here. This is wave 3, ascending again. So the top of that, what would that have been at? Like 72,519. And then we go back down. So that's wave 4 right here, 69,338. And then all the way back up, this would be our 5th wave, the highest peak. So, dude, don't know what did I just do? There we go. So, highest peak, right here at 1,400 and come on, no, 1,400 and 854 satoshis. And then, so that's our ascending pattern. And then we have our descending pattern. So here we go down. So descending pattern, it just goes A, B, C, and it's not necessarily count every individual like wave up part of the, or like wave up and wave down. Part of the waves up and wave downs are part of the A, the B, and the C. So if we look, I'll consider this to be the corrective wave A right here from here to here. So corrective wave A, I would say ends at 74,639 satoshis, and then we go back up. So this is wave A up to B. So B right here. So what is this? 92,132 right there. And then I would say we go all the way down, and this whole thing, honestly, I'll consider a C wave. Now I might be wrong, guys. This might be awful TA that I'm doing, but I feel like I'm right, and I feel like what I've studied has, definitely helped me out. I think this is the C wave. It's a lot longer than you would expect, but this is what I consider the C wave because of how long it goes down. And as you guys can see, it crossed the support level right here, and it ends at 68,808. Now from here, after corrective waves happen, we go back into a pattern of motivational waves. So here we go again. So I'll consider this pattern right here. I guess this would be wave 1 right here. So wave 1 right here, it broke back above the resistance 80,470, went back down. Wave 2, 75,699. Wave 3 right here, around 87,361, and then trailing down. And I think it might trail down further over here, but if you want to count this wave 4, 77,820. So what does that mean for Ripple? That means the next wave 5, which is always going to be, usually going to be the biggest wave. Wave 3 and wave 5 are the biggest waves, but as you can see, wave 3 wasn't that big. So I think the next wave 5 is going to be a big movement upwards. So definitely a good time to get in Ripple based off of this TA, I personally think. So I think you could definitely see it breaking above this point of 104,324 Satoshi. So yeah, guys, that's my first ever TA. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Honestly, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video altogether. We'll definitely be coming out with more content, guys. I was a little busy this week, so I wasn't able to get a couple of videos out. Hopefully I can get one out this weekend. But yeah, expect the coin autopsy coming soon. And yeah.